I just did the worst thing imaginable and forgot to hit the record button. Every YouTuber's worst nightmare. Nonetheless, welcome back to another Spider-Man PS4 video, guys. My name is Cameron, and if any of you don't know, San Diego Comic-Con 2018 is taking place as we speak, and Marvel released a brand new story trailer for Spider-Man PS4. Obviously, it's amazing, and it reveals so much stuff. So as always, I've taken a list on my phone, and we're gonna go through it. So yeah, straight away before we get into it, when the trailer opens up, you get the Insomniac logo, and Spider-Man literally webs the logo together. When a game studio integrates their own company logo into the game, like the theme of the game, it just adds so much passion. It's so good. Like, just little touches like that just show how like inspired they are to, like, you know what I mean. Like, it's just very cool. Basically, it's just cool. Since we're talking about logos, some of you might have missed it, but Insomniac were allowed to use the Marvel Flipbook logo, where it sort of flips through the comic pages with a Marvel logo in this trailer, which is like a massive thing because usually they're not allowed to do that. So first up, one of my favorite things from the trailer is we got a proper look at the classic original Spider-Man costume in the game. Now, for any of you guys that don't know, when you first start Spider-Man PS4, you're in the original classic Spider-Man suit, and then as you progress through the game, you get the suit that has the giant white spider on it. Now, I am so excited for this classic suit, and surprisingly, it's one of my favorite costumes in the game out of all the other alternate suits. And it kind of looks like the Spider-Man Homecoming suit with the shutter eyes, and it just looks really vibrant and really interesting. And we haven't had a classic Spider-Man suit in the game for a while, like I think like since Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, so, or Spider-Man Edge of Time. They're basically the same game. And of course he's taking down Kingpin, which takes place at like the very beginning of the game anyway. So, but since we're on the category of costumes and alternate suits and everything, they also revealed the final costume in the pre-order bonus pack. Now, the first one was the Spider-Punk costume, the second suit revealed was the Iron Spider costume from Infinity War, and now the third costume is the Velocity suit. And as you can see, it's got armor on it, it's got like some Tron style lighting going on throughout the body and everything. It looks really cool and really crazy. And this suit is actually an original design by Insomniac themselves, working with Avi, what was his name? I can't remember his name. The name is Adi Granov or Adi Granov, or like, I'm butchering his name, but you get the picture. But basically, Insomniac's worked with him and they designed the costume together. So this Velocity suit isn't actually a Spider-Man suit from the comics or anything. It's originally designed for this Spider-Man PS4 game, and it looks awesome. But what suit power do you think is going to come with this suit? Because obviously with the Spider-Punk costume, he gets like the guitar strike. The Iron Spider one, we don't actually know what that is, but obviously with this being the Velocity suit, I'm wondering if like he just runs like the Flash maybe, or imagine he swings like the Flash. That'd be so funny. Moving on, so we got one of the biggest things to come out of this trailer, which was Silver Sable to be revealed to be one of the characters featured in the game. And her character design actually looks really awesome. The short hair, sort of modernizing the character. And one thing I've noticed as well is in the Marvel comics and everything, the girl characters always seem to come across as sexy. So you've got Mary Jane, you've got Black Cat, you've got Silver Sable, and all of those guys, Gwen Stacy, and they always look really sexy. Whereas in this, Silver Sable, she's got short hair, she looks a little bit more serious, like she's a businesswoman, she's there to get the job done. And I really like the modern take on a character, but what's even more interesting is that it's Norman Osborn himself who has hired Silver Sable to take down Spider-Man. Now, I read the synopsis of this trailer, and it's not like Norman Osborn is being a villain towards Spider-Man. What's actually happening is Norman Osborn thinks that Spider-Man is one of the main reasons that the city is always under attack by supervillains. So Norman Osborn is trying to get rid of Spider-Man to sort of save the city. So he's not technically being a villain, but you know what I mean. He's basically hired an assassin. But speaking of Norman Osborn, Oscorp seems to be a pretty major player in the whole storytelling of this Spider-Man game, which is probably what it's always like, honestly. It also seems like maybe Oscorp is experimenting on some spiders as well. So that brings me over to the thought that maybe they're taking inspiration from the Ultimate Spider-Man comics, and Norman Osborn is maybe in the background trying to recreate the spider bite that gave Spider-Man his powers, and maybe that will lead to Norman Osborn becoming the Green Goblin. Maybe he's not Green Goblin yet. Oh my god. But, and I want to make this clear right now, if they do get Norman Osborn to become the Green Goblin, I want it to be the Green Goblin out of the 90s Spider-Man cartoon, where he's got like that green and purple like mask going on with the glider. We need that in the game. It looks so good. Basically, Green Goblin out of the comics. That would be so good. But judging from this clip here,
this is opportunity knocking.
It seems like Norman Osborn is potentially offering Peter Parker a job to work at Oscorp maybe, and we know that Insomniac said themselves that they're not revealing where Peter Parker works until the game releases. So I'm thinking odds are that Peter Parker is going to be working at Oscorp, and that's going to create like a whole new dynamic in terms of storytelling, because Oscorp are technically the people that are causing everything, but also Peter Parker works there, and you know what I mean. But I'm also really interested in who this woman is stood behind Norman Osborn. Like, that's obviously like some sort of like an assistant or something, but she looks too evil to be just an assistant. It looks like she's maybe going to have a little bit more of a role in the game, like maybe she's working with Norman Osborn and they're both evil sort of thing, and she's like his evil assistant. I don't know. I really love how Norman Osborn comes across as this really happy guy, but deep down in the back of your head, you can just tell by the way he's speaking that he's like a bit of a psychopath. Like, you can tell that he's got ill intentions for whatever he's doing. Now, going on to Mr. Negative, there's something that I noticed, and in one of the shots of the trailer, everything is like in the negative zone or like going crazy or whatever. So I'm wondering, do you think we'll fight Mr. Negative in the negative zone, sort of like in his world? Because Spider-Man has been in it before in the comics, so it could happen, and I feel like it'll lead to some really interesting gameplay, like sort of elements if you did go into that negative zone type of thing. So do you guys think that'll happen? Because I hope it does. It seems really cool. We also got a little bit more of a look at Mary Jane's sneaking missions and sort of like what she's going to be doing, and I was really surprised with how claustrophobic you feel when you're watching Mary Jane sort of sneak behind Norman Osborn, seeing what he's getting up to. And is she in Norman Osborn's house? Is that like what we're going to be doing as Mary Jane, like getting into situations like that? Because it looks really like sitting on the edge of your seat, like nerve-wracking. I actually can't wait. And of course, going off some of the rest of the trailer, it seems like Mary Jane is going to be helping out and cares a lot about some of the crime that's going on in the city. So it seems like she's really well involved throughout the entire plot of the story. But it's not only Mary Jane helping Spider-Man, Miles Morales himself is also helping Spider-Man. And this sort of brings me to think that, does Miles Morales know that Peter Parker is Spider-Man in this game? Because we know Insomniac have said that Peter Parker is going to be mentoring Miles Morales, and there is that clip where Miles refers to Spider-Man as his mentor.
Alright, well, call the play, coach.
Now, I know some of you guys on Twitter were confused with Miles mentioning the whole mobile phone in pocket thing to Spider-Man.
How do I call you? I mean, you have like a cell phone in your pockets or something?
But I'm pretty sure what Miles was referring to was he's not going to be able to get in contact with Spider-Man because his suit doesn't have any pockets. So yeah, I think Miles actually does know that Peter is Spider-Man in this game, but we'll just have to wait and find out. I'm more concerned about if Miles has spider powers yet or not. Like, does he have powers, or is he just like some regular normal kid that's just like being put in danger and just trying to help sort of thing? Like, what's going on with that? But yeah, the overall conclusion about the trailer, it looks freaking amazing. Like, there's so many reveals, and again, Silver Sable and the classic costume, and just, it all looks really exciting. But I'm guessing that this trailer takes place in only one section of the game, because Silver Sable seemed like a very dominant person in the trailer. We've seen so much other footage and we've not seen Silver Sable once in all of those stuff. So I'm guessing that this is like maybe just a certain section of the game where she's like there. But apparently we've not seen anything yet. Apparently there's so much and so many twists that we've not seen. So don't be like concerned with like maybe seeing too much of the game, because apparently there's still so much, like, honestly. Now, getting into some amazing stuff that was revealed at Comic-Con after this trailer was a limited edition Spider-Man PS4 Pro. Yeah, they've revealed a limited edition console. The controller just looks so good, like the white joysticks with like the whole red and like the black. Man, if there is time to buy a PS4 Pro, it is right now. So I'm guessing that this is going to sell out pretty fast, so if you guys are thinking of picking a PlayStation up, you might as well get this. If you guys haven't yet, speak to me in the comments below about this trailer and what you thought about it. I want to know your thoughts on Silver Sable, the classic suit. Like, oh my god, it looks so good. So yeah, I think this is the end of the video. I think I've spoken about pretty much everything that I can remember right now. But just remember, I am going to be live streaming Spider-Man PS4 when it releases, and I'm going to be doing like a full walkthrough sort of thing on the YouTube channel. So if you want more of that, you can hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button on this video, let me know that you guys are enjoying these videos. But in the meantime, guys, if you want to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, the links are in the description, and I interact with you guys on there all the time. I talk about some of the stuff that's happening.
Daily Bats. I choose you as champion.
So if you want more of that, hit the subscribe button and hit the like button on this video, and I will see you in my next video, which will be on Wednesday. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.